For many high school seniors, this is the most nerve-wracking time of their lives. They've just 3 short weeks left before the May 1st college admissions deadline. It's become such a high-stakes, stressful process that some colleges and universities are trying innovative new ideas, like scrapping SATs, essays, even transcripts. Mark Albert looked into it.
Is Morgan home?
Hi, yeah.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
On doorsteps outside Boston, the Ivory Tower has come knocking.
And we'd like to offer you admission to the class of 2020.
Thank you so much.
This year, in a first, Wheaton College in Massachusetts hand-delivered some acceptance letters, like Ed McMahon dropping off the prize of a lifetime.
Oh my God, wow.
The unconventional house calls are part of a rewrite of college admissions at campuses across the country, including at Goucher College in Baltimore. How many colleges did you apply to?
3.
And how many let you submit a video?
Just this one. My name is Amuna Sermon, and I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
In her hand-shot, self-edited video, Amuna Sermon told admissions staff of her love of drawing and writing and why she thought she'd fit in at the small liberal arts college.
And I believe at Goucher I could truly grow as a writer and a student.
It was very different, and it really called out to me. It was a way to show who I am.
It's amazing the things they come up with to do in their 2-minute videos.
Chris Wild and Nina Kasnunis are on the admissions committee at Goucher, which this school year enrolled the first students who were allowed to apply by video.
Does a student have to submit high school transcripts?
No.
Do students have to submit an SAT score?
No.
No.
An ACT score?
No.
No.
A structured essay question?
No.
No.
So if I'm a student at home listening to this, I think I've just hit the jackpot.
You have.
I want to be successful and rich enough to go.
Goucher hopefuls only need to send in a 2-minute video and 2 works from high school, one of them graded. In the tradition-bound world of college admissions, it's a radical idea.
What was your initial reaction?
So I was a little skeptical, and I think initially when we met, I probably raised the most doubts.
You're sold now?
Completely.
What would you say to your more traditional admissions colleagues who may feel that you're dumbing down the process?
That's definitely one of the criticisms, right? And my response is always that while we've taken away some of those more traditional means, we haven't gotten rid of the element that those are trying to uncover.
Let's take a look at the next video.
So we watched some admissions videos with them to find out what stands out.
So today we're making paella, which is chicken chorizo. And
it was only 120 seconds, and yet you feel as though you sort of know her.
Speech! What I see on that screen, I would love to have that student in the classroom.
Wild and Kasnunis say production values don't matter. If they did, 19-year-old Mitchell Moran Kaplan likely would not have made the cut.
At Goucher, I'm not even in half the frames.
Right, it's like your mouth and your chin. And
yeah, it was very genuine, I think, though. And I was like, well, you know, it's a video app and they're taking a chance, so I should take a chance too.
Jose Antonio Bowen is Goucher's president.
We're not finding all the talent, and the problem that we're not reaching the talent and letting them know what they have opportunities to go to college.
Bowen is also a jazz pianist, so he did what jazz musicians do. He improvised and gave students another option.
When first people saw this information, I thought, ooh, that's really cool. They're using their phone to apply to college.
But that's all they have.
That's all they have. That's not cool. That's poor. That's because that's all that you have. And so we were looking for a way to say, well, if all you have is a phone, how do I level the playing field?
It's easy to update with all the new things I'm accomplishing.
Others are marching to a different beat, too. TCU, Morehouse, and Tulane are among those now using the social media app ZeeMe, where students can create a profile for admissions officers.
To showcase my passions.
At USC, its Iovine Young Academy now requires a 1-minute pitch video of a cutting-edge idea. Students with the best ones come to campus for group interviews to pitch themselves. But for New York Times columnist Frank Bruni, those types of innovations are like a 1600 SAT score, exceedingly rare.
I felt someone needs to say, this is bonkers.
So a fed-up Bruni wrote a book he hoped would be an antidote to the college admissions mania. And he has a message for high school seniors.
The competition you were in was rigged. It was rigged. It was capricious. Absolutely, it's rigged.
He blames in part scholarships for children of alumni, some athletes, and similar types of subjective admissions.
It means they're not doing some sort of objective assessment of every applicant's merit. They're looking at who will be of greatest use to the school, including in terms of present and future donations.
And some could say, though, if they're looking at this in terms of a business, that's a smart business model.
It is absolutely smart for them. It is absolutely bad for society and for children.
Goucher and its president, Jose Bowen, believe their innovation so far is getting a passing grade. It says students who applied by video had a slightly higher GPA, were more likely to have a GPA above 3.0 after their first semester in college, and were more diverse than traditional applicants. But the man who once played with Liberace isn't taking a bow just yet.
The only real test will be if in 4 years these students are graduating at the same rate as everybody else. That's the real test.
For CBS This Morning Saturday, Mark Albert, Baltimore.
I think this sort of change is long overdue, personally. You don't like it, though, do you?
Well, you know what? I think it's good, but I think the reality is you can evolve the application process, but will the rest of the world match that? Are you going to get out of school and think, I don't have to write this because I can just do a video? And I'm a fuddy-duddy. I'm a traditionalist. But
I think people are different and they should be allowed to apply in different ways. That's what I like about it. Because that's how I would have applied.
I was going to say, I sense that there's some self-motivation here. All right.